Hey people, want to make a quick prediction video for you guys out there. I think Australia is going to be in a lot of trouble real soon. I have a feeling they're going to have a big fire season ahead of them, and I have a feeling that it's going to be obviously all orchestrated and planned like it was here in Canada. And I have a feeling that Australia is going to be under attack by fire, arson, and as governments fall apart, people lose confidence in governments. Mainstream media falls apart, big pharma falls apart, everything falls apart. Housing market, money laundering, vacant homes, everything starts to come to light in Australia. I have a feeling that people will be attacked with fires going into November, December 2023, and into January, February, March, April 2024. And it's going to be all an organized attack. Now, I'm going to show you guys why I think this is happening. Go to our channel, we did a Mike in the Night special. Australia burns as leadership looks for a distraction to stop protesting. Remember back in 2019 into 2020, January, February, the whole world was protesting. Do you remember that? No confidence in governments. Well, Australia was completely burning. And there's the show right there. And I was there, and the callers from all over Australia were calling in. And let's take a gander at the date there. And that was on January 4th, 2020. And obviously people had no confidence in government. The country was burning, and it was an absolute nightmare for Australians. But why? Why are they going to attack Australians for? Why are they going after these people for? And like we said back in 2017, 2015, 2014, Australia is like a proving ground or a testing ground or a facility or to see how far people could go. And the last couple of years in Australia was an absolute nightmare. And I've spoken to many people. We were talking about Australia back in trends in the housing market in 2012, 2013, 2014, how the Chinese communist takeover through money laundering and parking money and leaving vacant homes and creating artificial shortages and making homeowners wealthy on paper, but then creating this artificial wealth. And Australia's GDP has been so heavily dependent on housing and money laundering, right? So anyways, I want to show you guys here. So there's the video we made there. So this is what's happening in Australia right now. Annabelle will soon be living in her car as advocates urge for quicker solutions than pledge for 1.2 million new homes. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Why don't they start emptying out all the vacant homes that they have across the country? I believe 3 out of 10 homes in Australia are empty. Go ahead and debunk me down in the comments below. Why is Australia dollar falling so fast, and what does it mean? And Prime Minister Anthony Albanese spurts large budget surplus as Australian households battle the cost of living crisis. What have we been telling you all these years? Australia is dying. Australia is woke to death. Economic, health care, taxation, money laundering. Major issues down under. China playing bully. CCP, money laundering. Leaving Australia cities empty. Australia's housing market severely unaffordable, empty units creating artificial shortages 3 years ago, right? So Australia is now in a recession, massive exodus of youth, zero interest mortgages coming up. So remember the zero interest mortgages that they were given out so Australians could compete with money launderers? Do you remember that? Well, that's happening, right? So that's coming up for renewal. Will Australia exist in 30 years, right? So we were already on this. Australia is in serious trouble. People are taking on too much debt 4 years ago. All English-speaking countries, if they go to 0% interest rates, there is no way out. Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and UK can't survive on 0% interest rate. It's gone too far. So we've been, again, very vocal about this for so many years now. Watch this. There is no housing crisis in Australia as more Australians are getting bought out by investors 4 years ago. And I want to leave this with you guys. I feel that now governments are going to punish Australians even further as they want to go out and protest, or they want to go to peacefully protest and say, we don't trust any of this anymore. We don't want to play with any of this anymore. We don't want to hear you anymore. We just want to put our own people or our people that's actually not connected to the WEF or whatever they're connected to up there and just actually run our country independently and start cleaning house. But Australians will be hit with a lot of fires coming end of 2023 into 2024. It's going to be arson. It's going to be scheduled. It's going to be all put in place to stop people from vocalizing against their governments. And I feel so bad for people down under in Australia. If I'm wrong and I have no idea what I'm talking about, please go ahead and comment below. Leave your comments below. Don't delete your comments next year. Leave them up there so we could go over them. When I had that video up that interest rates are going to go to 9% by 2022, I did it 5 years ago, the video. Everyone was telling me I was nuts. And we're here now, and all the comments that were up there calling me a nut bar are gone. So let's kind of preserve what we think, how we feel, where it's going. Because they're going to come. They're going to come after Australians hard. And I have a feeling they're going to do just like they did in Canada. They're going to organize the fires, and it's going to be organized down there. And I'm sending this video out to have people, have citizens watch their local areas, watch their zones, watch what's happening, keep an eye out for suspicious ones on what's going on. Citizen watch in Australia, where they take Australia back. The people take it back from these criminal entity, government, big pharma, corporation, everything, mainstream media, all the lies. If you're in Australia, please share this video, get this out there, and hopefully what I'm saying, this prediction doesn't come true about the fires, and I'm just kind of creating a problem for nothing. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.